I can't believe I'm about to say this, guys, but I was wrong. I was wrong about something that I've always thought for the longest period of time, and that idea was that I always thought when it came to specifically approaching women, I always thought the main thing of getting success with a woman was looks. And for the longest time, guys, I'm going to be so honest with you, I had this horrible habit where I was always very self-conscious and had some sort of, I wouldn't say body dysmorphia, but like a looks dysmorphia, if that makes sense. And I always just thought to myself is, if I didn't look a certain way, if my hair didn't look the best, if my face wasn't perfect, then I would never pull any girls, and no girls would ever respect me for who I was. And I just always thought that looks was the biggest thing for everything in terms of just pulling women and just in the relationship world. But at the end of the day, I realized that a lot of that stuff doesn't really come down to looks. But don't get me wrong, guys. Attractiveness and looks is very important in terms of getting you far in this world, in terms of talking to women successfully, and much other things. Yes, looks is important, and you should always do your best to look your best every single day. Dress up, smell good, hygiene yourself well, and just be the best version of yourself. But when it comes to just really talking to girls in general, guys, a big thing that I've learned recently is it's not about the looks. It's really just about how good of a person you are when it comes to social interaction. Are your social skills good? Do you have the capabilities of being able to have natural attraction? And that's kind of a big thing I've learned recently, is really, at the end of the day, guys, you really just have to be the best version of yourself and be able to have good social skills and be able to match a girl's energy with what she's displaying to you, and also being able to somewhat pull some natural charisma attraction. And I feel ashamed that for the longest time I tried to preach so long that you have to look a certain way, or looks and looks and looks is everything, but it's really not. And it's actually kind of nice to hear and just know recently that I've kind of learned that myself, because it took me a very long time to learn just how really what women see in guys and what they really want. And a big part of that is really who you display, not just physically but mentally, verbally. What do you say to her? Are you a funny guy? Are you a guy that's caring? And obviously having your boundaries with that within yourself is very important too. You never want to be too much of the nice guy or too much as the asswipe. But in the long term, guys, having those standards for yourself and being a well-rounded man is going to do you great success. And being able to have that natural attraction, guys, and charisma is really the big key to a woman's heart, whether they say it or not. Because at the end of the day, they would prefer someone who maybe isn't a 10 but really understands them on an emotional intelligence level. And that's another thing, guys, too. A big thing I learned is when it comes to a girl and stuff, a lot of them are, so here's the thing, girls are a lot more emotionally when they speak or they talk, and we're more logically as a guy. And I've had this issue in the past where I get too logic and stuff like that. And the big thing I learned, and the big blueprint with, I think a lot of girls, and I could be wrong too, again, at the end of the day, everyone's different. I'm not subjecting anyone, or I'm not putting anyone on standby or stanza like that, but their blueprint really is they want a guy who takes care of himself, who's good, who's supportive, and has good traits of being able to attract and hold himself, again, to his standards and his beliefs and his morals. But also at the same time, they want a guy that can emotionally understand them and has the emotional intelligence for what the girl is or what they believe. Are they a girl that prefers to be kind of messed around with or joked about a little bit more, or are they more the teasy type? Are they one that replies better to compliments? Like, being able to understand what the girl likes and what she doesn't like, guys, I don't think you realize how big of a game changer that is. Being able to understand if a girl likes compliments more, being able to understand if she's more that likes to get teased or likes certain different types of activities and stuff like that, or the way you do certain things, is gonna really help you advance to getting yourself further with a girl and really attracting her on a more subconscious level in the beginning. And I want you guys to take that into consideration, especially going into these next few months. You guys ever are talking to a girl and stuff, just remember to always be yourself and be the best version of yourself, while also being able to have some emotional intelligence when it comes to her, and really get to know her more on a deep level than the just, where are you from? What are your favorite hobbies? Get to understand her. Are you a girl that likes compliments, or do you like to get teased a little bit more? Or just ask her really what she likes verbally and what she doesn't like, and just get to know her personality and what they prefer, because in the long run, that is going to get you a lot farther into a good long-term relationship, guys. And just take that into consideration going into the next few months and everything like that. But for now, good luck, guys.